Is it crazy when episodes of Black Mirror become all too much like reality? Well, Walmart has just filed a patent for robotic bees. I mean, what else do you need to say?
The best thing about the article I read on that was like, this is like a Black Mirror episode. And I said, it's not like a Black Mirror episode.
It is a Black Mirror episode,
This is the beginning
right?
of it. It's exactly autonomous bees, exactly intended to pollinate,
Technically
blah, blah,
called
blah.
pollination drones. Yeah, you know what? That's what the bees are too.
Yeah.
They are drones that pollinate.
Yeah, well, it's really advanced technology because they said previously they'd had to be sort of tethered to something to power it, but now they're autonomous and they've become small enough that they could fit in like your ear. So that'll be great. That's a terrible idea. Look, it's a great idea.
I was completely into robot bees, and now I'm going to be thinking about robot bees in my ears.
That's the whole thing.
Why does your head go there?
Because that's what happened in the episode.
Okay.
That's what happens, and that's what will happen.
You're right.
Hopefully they'll be protected against hacking. But we know that the loss of bees has been a big problem. It doesn't seem like something we're taking seriously as a society. It's probably an indication of a failure on the part of humanity that rather than simply stop doing the things that are wiping out bees, we're gonna develop autonomous drones to take their place. I don't think that necessarily can work for every species we're wiping out, like robo-cod in the oceans. But we do need pollination, so I guess it's good that scientists are stepping up.
So according to the article, Harvard had introduced the first robo-bees in 2013. Those robo-bees can stick to surfaces and fly like a regular bee. Also can swim underwater. Right?
Can bees do that?
Scoobies.
Oh my God, we've developed better bees.
Scooby snacks. Sorry, dad jokes. Sorry, you guys will be so glad when Kim gets back.
Yeah, that's the thing that Kim's been lacking this whole time.
Dad jokes.
Is dad jokes. Yeah.
I mean, robot bees. I almost can't focus on the story. Just the whole concept of robot bees is alternately wonderfully silly and kind of awesome because yes, I agree. Like it is a problem that the bees are disappearing. And that's a big job fixing that. But let's hedge our bets at least, right? But it is like, yeah, I just can't wait to see my first robot bee. Do you get stung?
I don't see why
Does the
they'd
stinger
have to
come
have
off
that.
and like the batteries in the stinger and then the robot bee like craps out?
Maybe eventually they'll get that technology. When I see something like this, I'm glad that there are scientists who are far smarter than me because when I think about the problem of, okay, so we got these plants, we need to pollinate them. The bee obviously goes in and it travels to the other ones and all that. That's the extent of what I know about pollination. It seems to me like, isn't there a simpler way to fix this problem than creating an insect that does that? Can't you just take the stuff and like spray it? Probably not, and that's why I'm not the scientist in charge of this product.
Well, but you raise a good point though, right? Because if we're having an issue where, among other things, it's a combination of farming techniques as well as various insecticides that are wiping out bee populations, changing that requires a change in modern society. And so, but well,
let's do that.
Yeah, I understand. But honestly, making a robot bee is probably, as hard as that is, honestly, like, well, okay, I gotta fight, I gotta get ConAgra to change how they do everything. Yeah, I'll build, you want a robot bee? Fine. And a robot whale and a robot elephant while I'm at it.
Robo salmon?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
robo tuna, okay.
Right, robo sushi.
There you go, that's what we're gonna have. You're gonna eat it raw, it's gonna be very metallic.
Yeah, so robot bees. That's gonna be the thing I'm gonna be thinking about all day today. All right, so are you for or against robot bees? Let us know what you think, whether or not you are pro or against in robot bees in Facebook or Twitter.